everyone, welcome back. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. So today's video is my foundation routine kind of for fall winter. I find that these products generally really do work for me year round, and it is all drugstore. So I am going to do my full face. I'm not doing my eyes or anything on camera, but I am going to show you all of the products that I use to create my foundation or my blank canvas for makeup. I haven't done this video. I did a foundation routine like a year ago, but it wasn't all drugstore, and I find that some days I just want to reach for specific drugstore products. So if you want to see my foundation routine using all drugstore products, let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to start out with is the Maybelline Baby Skin. This says it's an instant pore eraser. I also like the L'Oreal Visiblur, but I find that this one in the fall winter months is a little bit more hydrating than the L'Oreal one. So I do like this. I don't think it works as good as like the Benefit Professional, but it does the job, and once the foundation is on, it really helps. So, and I find that with this foundation that I'm going to talk about, I don't really need a primer for it to last all day, you know, because it lasts all day anyway. It is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte, and I am in the shade 102 Shell Beige. This is such a great drugstore foundation. I'm just going to apply it with a beauty blender. You guys, if you want, where is my beauty blender? If you want a full coverage foundation from the drugstore that keeps you matte but not completely flat, that gives you a little bit of dimension and life to your face, I bet you would like this. And I have a little bit drier skin, not really in the T-zone, but like on my cheeks in the winter time. Actually, recently, and you can really, with the beauty blender, on a side note, shear it out to where it's just like light to medium coverage, or you can build it up to full coverage. So that's one good thing, another good thing about this foundation. But actually, I have been having a little bit of dryness with my skin already, and it's not that cold even in Texas yet. So I'm thinking this winter my skin is going to be dry again like it was last winter. But this foundation really doesn't cling to dry spots much. So I really like it, and I think that it would work for so many people. If you're oily, hands down, you're going to love it. And I was kind of oily during the summer, and I really reached for this foundation a lot. So there is the foundation, and while you're here, I'm going to go ahead and do like my concealer and my blush bronzer highlight with you guys, just kind of so you can see what I do on a day-to-day basis. And this is all drugstore as well. This concealer, it's the Maybelline Super Stay Better Skin Concealer, and I'm in the shade Light. Now in the winter time, when I lose all of this color, I might move to they have one shade lighter than this, which I think is called Fair. But for now, this one is so good. My mirror is right here. That's what I keep looking at. I love this concealer. Y'all are probably sick of me talking about it, but seriously, it's right on up there with my Urban Decay Naked Skin. I'm using the Beauty Blender for that to blend it out too. I actually prefer this over the NARS Creamy Concealer, which I think they remind me of each other a lot. Like the consistency, the coverage, all of that. I think that it is very comparable to the NARS one, but I actually prefer this one, honestly. I do prefer Macro Longwear better, but for drugstore, this is probably one of my top three concealers. So definitely recommend you give that one a shot. And then I always see people use this Rimmel Stay Matte in translucent. on their face, but never under their eyes. And I actually like it to set under my eyes. It's a good setting powder, and you can also use it to set your face as well. So I love me some dual purpose products. And I don't know why people don't use this under their eyes, because I like it. And I am going to go ahead and set my T-zone, but not my cheeks, because I just find that I don't really need to do that this time of year. If you wanted some better coverage, they do have this. If you want more coverage, they do have this in a like in colors, so you can get this in color, but I just use the translucent. It's just as good. And then we're going to contour, and this is a product that I hesitated putting in this video because it's a little bit harder to get your hands on, because it is only at Walmart. If I can find it on Amazon, I will link it, but it's the contouring palette by Wet n Wild, and mine is in caramel toffee. And I am going to use, obviously, like the bronzy or the contoury shade, and contoury, I make up words, and just warm up my face with this and kind of, oh, it got super blurry, I'm sorry, and just kind of put some color and dimension back into my face. I love this. I have swatched the Marc Jacobs palette like this probably 15 times, and I think they are so similar. I mean, just the texture even is very similar, and this is like $5, and the Marc Jacobs one is 40 or 50, I'm sure. So I highly recommend this. As every product in here I recommend, because this is like, if I want to know my makeup's gonna last, but I want to wear Drugstore, which I do sometimes, you know, like I want to switch stuff up. So this is the face that I do if I want to do that. Okay, and then you guys already know, I'm not even going to talk about this. It's L'Oreal Infallible Eyeshadow and Ice Latte. This is my favorite highlight from the Drugstore, and it's honestly probably one of my top 3 highlighters of life. Honestly, it really is. And you know what? I've been using this Sonia Kashuk brush for placement of it. Look at that. I think it's just as pretty as Champagne Pop. Did I just say that out loud? Don't hate me, but I really do. I've been using this little eye brush. This is like the, I don't know, Sigma E40 or something like that. It's just a really fluffy eye brush, but I've been using it and loving it for highlighter. And I kind of, in the winter time, I really focus on a matte foundation and then kind of doing up or hydrating up or highlighting my face a little bit more. So I will bring it down a little bit more in the winter time, because I love a glowy look. I love a glowy look. I can't get enough of it. And then I'm actually going to go in with this Wet n Wild blush in, oh gosh, pearlescent pink. And I love this blush, and a lot of times I forget about this palette. It's a MAC palette, but it has like e.l.f., NYX, NYC stuff in it, and this blush is amazing, and it's so affordable. Look how pigmented it is. It's so affordable. Now, I change out my blushes almost every day, so this isn't one that I reach for every day, but look at that. It's so gorgeous. And it does have, it looks like it has some like shimmer to it, but honestly, you can't, it doesn't pick it up on your cheeks. What you're seeing is my highlight. And then we didn't set the face, but generally what I will do to kind of go in and blend all of that together is just take some kind of duo fiber brush with a very small amount of the Rimmel Stay Matte and just kind of make sure it's all blended and there's no harsh lines, and you know, just that it looks like you really tried and you blended it. And that is it. And then I will also go in, if I know I need it to last all day, I will use a setting spray. This one is the L'Oreal Infallible setting spray. It's amazing. It's just as good as the Urban Decay ones. Honestly, save your money, get this. Although this is kind of pricey for the drugstore, but it's a good one. So I will just spray that. And what I'm going to do, feels so good to set your makeup. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go finish the rest of my makeup so you can see kind of the finished product, but basically this is my foundation routine, and I'm just gonna like pop some lashes on and do my brows. So I shall return in a few. Okay, so there is the foundation with all of the rest of my makeup on. I did really simple eyes today and lips as well because I want to sometimes focus on my skin and do less makeup everywhere else. So these are the products that I would use to do that. So let me know what your favorite drugstore foundation products are, and blush, bronzer, highlighter, all that kind of stuff. Let me know in the comments below. You guys already know I love hearing those things. So thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.